Yeah, I said they killed the bear barehanded so the people won't forget it. Getting money for I was legal to drink. I care what a broke nigga think.
Just like the pack of Lewiz.
Look, everything I do so cold. I can do this, both eyes closed. Too short, I stay on my toes. About that guap boy, anything goes. Help the bear if we outside. Help the bear if we outside. Still tipping, baby, nothing changed. We still grinding over here, yeah. Still sliding through my own lane. Shorty, nothing funny over here. Dallas rain everywhere around me. Dream to get money. Made it through the storm, living sunny. Dreams came true, now we eating. I got more dreams to chase, gotta reach them. Trying to put a team together like the Hunger Games. Everybody grinding cause we all came from hunger pain.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Late Ill Kid at OneYoungsta holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd soul. What is up, my people? Today, all year, coming with another wonderful episode of That's Right, Best Believe It. I'm not telling you no lies. On screen, we're getting into that live action television movies, all that good stuff. I am so happy that we have a brand new Star Trek Discovery episode to talk about today. But gotta get some, some cool stuff out of the way. I wanted to give a shout out to Thought Crimes, give a shout out to Blurtish. I wanted to also give a shout out to Thomas D. Give a shout out to all the Patreon supporters. Give a shout out to NERDSoul Light up in the house. He's doing his thing. Give a shout out to Arcatron and Walt Highstein, PL Parker Lewis. Also SP, Elixir, and I'll Go See. So shouts out to all y'all. Of course, NERDSoul, if you're brand new, welcome, saying great to see your sunshiny faces. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff, wherever you, TikTok, wherever you prefer to get your nerd stuff, holla at a player. This episode.
What are we going to talk about?
Star Trek Discovery. Yeah, that's right. This episode right here, oh man, Rubicon came through. It comes through. I like it a lot. This is an episode that we went through some pains. We went through some real pain. And almost for nothing, sort of. I feel like nobody won in this episode, which is a good thing and maybe a bad thing. So let's start off light. Let's highlight your boy Saru. I just want to give Saru like a little bit of how should you say, advice. You know what I'm saying? Saru, he out there. You know him and the president. You know what I'm saying? You know him and the president cool. This ain't nothing new in them streets. Like we know. President be trying to holler, and he's going through some tough stuff right now between fulfilling his duties or his maintaining his presence in multiple spaces where people genuinely need him, and trying to balance that and figure out where to go. And of course, Madam President was like, look, in times like this, maybe you need some personal interaction. Would you be interested in a dinner? A dinner with me. I mean, what I'm saying? Him and the president, what I'm saying? Him going down to Navarre. Now, of course, we see him talk to Hugh on some how do I politely decline? How do I look, Saru, let me drop a little knowledge on you. Brother, if you got a good woman, all right, that is interested in you, like you're interested in her, all right? Y'all both have a passion for one another, not only the loins, but also the intellect. You know what I'm saying? You don't turn that down, all right? You pursue that. You know what I'm saying? You cultivate that. You nurture that love there, my brother, all right? You go forth into a relationship of beauty everlasting, all right? You know what I'm saying? Now, Hugh did give him, you know what I'm saying? Hugh gave him some, but I'm just saying, Saru, come on, man. Come on, all right? I know. Look, I know. I know. I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? When you got someone that got you. You know what I'm saying? Look, I'm proud of you. I just want you to succeed. That's all I'm saying. I just want you to succeed. I want you to be able to look back on your life and say, when I was without this woman, I had no purpose. But once I found her, made everything all right. You know what I'm saying? So I am happy to see that things are progressing. And I really, honestly, their relationship is something that I enjoy. I think it's cute. And it's beautiful to see, he's like, we from two different cultures, you know what I'm saying? But that love is there, you know what I'm saying? It's there, you know what I'm saying? And I say, why not? You know what I'm saying? Why not? Go on down, you know what I'm saying? Go and walk down that aisle, Saru. Do that. All right? I ain't gonna stop you. I don't know if Navarre, I don't know if they use aisles or not. Whatever they do. All right, look, hey. Just saying, you know what I'm saying? It could change your life. Could change your life for the better. You know what I'm saying? Someone to share your life with, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Someone to grow old with. Someone to be able to engage with in those tender moments. My dear sweet brother Noopsy. But on a slider to the side, this episode, of course, we're chasing down Book and Tarka, but we're chasing them two down, and we meaning the crew of Discovery. I mean, they don't know I'm there. I be there because I be watching, but I don't be like there in there. And President, the Admiral, ain't nobody really happy right now because this whole situation with the stolen drive, and now he got the isopropyl or whatever, and it's just not working out. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't pleased. So they was like, look, we got Commander 9, and if you can't pull the trigger, we gonna make sure our girl can. And shout out to getting Commander 9 back. It was nice to see her. And before we talk about her and Michael, I want to talk about some of the things that she brought up during her conversation that kind of like gave us some insight into what exactly is going on with the rest of the Federation, because she's like talking about doing these covert missions and black ops and kind of like mopping up the remnants of the Emerald Chain. So all of these, I hate to say this, but all of these things that I would love to see. Now, I know Star Trek costs money, but maybe if there's a cheaper way to do it animated or something, I would love to see a couple of these missions or skirmishes in the nether regions of the galaxy or the outer rim or whatever they call it. Sometimes I get terminology confused between the two stars. But with that said, I would love to see those types of missions where maybe you have to infiltrate, different splintered factions of the Emerald Chain that are still trying to survive, or straight up kind of like hot battles between the Federation and the last vestiges of the Emerald Chain. Also, we got to see that young lady that said that they were saying was trying to kind of like be the next to rep for the Emerald Chain. So all of these things I think are like, it's great insight into the galaxy around them, and also kind of whets my appetite for something like that. I would love to see those kind of battles where they're kind of like tracking down or chasing down, maybe even in a cat and mouse type game with the last pieces of the Emerald Chain while they try to, I don't know, kind of hold on to what little power there might be left. Or hold on to what little worlds may still be intimidated or fearing them. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was cool. But bringing in Commander 9 was good for a familiar reason. You know what I'm saying? We're familiar with her, and she's like family with the crew. She's been there. She's been a huge part and of their trip throughout season 2 on to season 3, and of course now. So we've gotten to know her a lot, and she fits right in. She steps on the bridge. everybody's happy to see her. And it's kind of like that place where everybody knows your name. And I love that. They always glad you came. And I enjoy seeing like Bryce and Detmer and Woshikun, like everybody kind of like being like, hey, it's good to have you back. But unfortunately, we know why she was back. And the reason she was back was, like we said, if you can't pull the trigger, Michael, because you're so close to this, like one good thing is that you're close to this, so you know this person and you actually might be able to connect and speak to this person and maybe talk about this, but you also being close to this might make you soft on them. Even though I think Michael Burnham has proven herself time and time again, but they do this to Black characters all the time. Black characters always have to overprove themselves and what I'm saying, they always got to go through some random struggle to prove themselves again and again, I guess, to the Federation or whatever, whatever organization there is on the show, and sort of to the fans to a certain degree, but that's a whole nother thing. Seeing her and Commander Nan go at it, seeing the different members of the crew go at it over whether Book was right or whether he was wrong, show this this fracture over what Book and Tarka are actually doing, and shows that it shows that everyone isn't always on the same page. But one thing that I did like that it showed is that even with this fracture, even with this back and forth between one another, they still respected one another. Like, and this is a lesson for all of us. You can disagree with someone. You can disagree vehemently with someone, but you can still respect them by not going below the belt and calling names and taking low blows at, like, maybe something they did in the past, or family members or whatever. You know how people try to fight dirty when there's a disagreement about something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all might have a disagreement about what route to take to a certain city, and somehow it devolves into this person talking about your mama. You know what I'm saying? So I like the fact that they were able to show them disagreeing with each other to the point where they were like, it was a heated debate. They were dang near arguing, but they still respected each other as individuals. And I love that. Now, with that, hashtag Black Love, that's right. Book and Michael, that message he sent to Michael, I was like, man, I love this, because normally, let's be honest, I've talked about it before, Hollywood be quick to show Black couples not getting along, or Black couples just not existing, or somehow Black men just aren't interested in Black women, which is false, but that's a whole nother thing. Forget about it. But right now, we get to see a Black man that says, look, baby girl, hey, Michael, I know we ain't agreeing. I wish we could find middle ground. But that don't mean I don't love you. That doesn't change how I feel about you. It just means that with this, it's pulling me, everything in my being is pulling me to revenge. And you know what I'm saying? Even when she was talking about, like, he's a good man that's grieving, you know what I'm saying? And her understanding his position, him understanding her, and they never really attack one another. Now I know, people will be like, yo, like when Commander Nan was like, he's shooting at us. Like, he is literally shooting, but it's not a situation where they're trying to harm one another. They're trying to get one another to stop and think and or give the other person a chance. And they never go in trying to destroy one another, whether it's their character, whether it's their emotions, whether it's their status or standing. They're able to understand we don't get along on this, but that doesn't mean that everything else, every other part of us has to be destroyed because of this one thing. And Saru comes in with a disagreement with Commander Nan and Michael, and kind of says, well, how we know we both want the same thing. We both want to be in a position where we are not worried about this anomaly. We are not scared of this thing. We both want to be in a position where we feel safe. Why don't we start with things that we agree on and walk from there? You know, because in a lot of arguments, we always want to go to the very end of it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, no, you know what I'm saying? Let's start where we agree and let's walk just one step at a time. You know what I'm saying? Let's just take one step at a time because I care about you, you care about me, we respect one another. Let's not let this all the way in the future, us being safe from this thing, let us, destroy one another or distract one another from trying to either A, make first contact, or B, destroy the thing if need be. So I love that. I enjoyed seeing how they work things out like that with one another. I enjoyed seeing breaking down the science and the timeline with Stamets and Zora, and just the fact that she's still there, being able to, be a part. I really like how everything came together. And this is one of those situations where this episode is one of those situations where you can do everything right. You can care, you can do your best and still, to a certain degree, lose. And we see that. And, Stamets is like, hey, we got a week. She sends the information over the book. She talks to him. She's like, look, give us a week. If we don't have a week, we can blow it up. And of course, Tarka, which I'll get to in a second, changes that dramatically. But I love the fact that the family of the crew, the love between Michael Burnham and Book has not been manufactured to be destroyed or anything like that. We're seeing adults be able to disagree without disrespecting, without disassembling one another's character. That's what we're getting. That's what we're being able to see. And I love that. I really love that about this show. Now, we referred to cat and mouse game with the emerald chain. We did get some cool we did get some cool cat and mouse play with Bookship, the Brothership, and the Discovery, kind of like jumping in front of one another, going back and forth. I thought that was dope, man. I thought that was awesome. Seeing Tarka reveal his true nature is something that was good to see, because just like when they tried to dock secretly on Bookship and Tarka was like, oh yeah, I added something to the ship. He's like, you don't add nothing to my ship. Don't touch, look, nobody, you come in here and you sit down. All you were supposed to do is bring in the jump drive, the warp drive, or the spore drive, bring the spore drive, and that's it. You come in here changing my ship. You up in here pressing buttons. Don't press nothing. Look, you in a black man's car. Don't press nothing. If you get in my car, I don't want you pressing nothing. Don't move nothing. Don't press no buttons. Don't move no levers. Pull no nothing. Don't do that. Don't even open the door. I might let you roll down the window. Just look. Don't touch nothing. All right. It's my whip. I got it a certain way. You are a guest. All right. How you gonna go up in somebody's house? You a guest and you messing stuff up? Come on, man. So, regardless of that, we see his true nature, and this dude is. At first, I was like, you know what? He's kind of a loose cannon. He's that dude that's kind of like the douchey, I'm the smartest guy in the room kind of thing. But he is volatile on a level that I don't think we understand or we're ready for. Yeah, and Geeky Andre says Tarka screwed up big time in this episode. Yes, he did. And also, Geeky Andre said, I miss Nan. I'm glad she came back. The scenes with Burnham and Nan were great. Yeah. That's another thing about the show, man. Everybody comes to play. This is a show where I don't think I couldn't say that there's anyone in this show that kind of sleepwalks through their role. Nobody's giving you the Jennifer Lawrence on X-Men vibes in this joint. So Tarka showed his true nature. He's volatile, he's dangerous. And I still don't believe that story about him trying to get home. I don't, not at all. I still don't believe that story. So unfortunately, even though book says, cool, I will give you 1 week, Tarka decides to shoot the weapon to blow up the core. He shoots it, they both have to jump away. Core blows up, the anomaly disappears, and it's all for nothing because another one shows back up. And when Tarka's not able to find the power source, he realizes that power source is on the other side of the warp hole, or the wormhole side. So, yeah, Stress-Free K says Tarka needs that beat down. Yeah, for real. The first, you don't change nothing on my shit without me knowing. 2, you don't shoot at my woman and you lost your mind. You know I'm still in love with that girl. You know what I'm saying? Still in love. Show enough in love with you. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. And then after because here's the deal. You make me seem like I'm the dude shooting because I let you in my shit. So now I have to take responsibility for the things you doing. You know what I'm saying? We like in league with one another. But it was understood, at least from Book's perspective, that, yo, don't do nothing no more. Don't you touch this pair. Don't do anything. Tarka's desperate for something. I don't think he's desperate to go home. I don't trust him at all. Tarka needs to be locked up immediately. But we find out this thing is powered from the other side of the wormhole, yo. So whoever the society is, or whoever this person is, or this group is, their technology, their ability, their access is far beyond and above what the Federation or anyone on this side of the wormhole is dealing with. And yeah, Stress-Free K said, good thing Book had a chance to tell Michael that he set it off. Yeah, because Commander Nam was like, I mean, rightfully so. Commander Nam was like, yo, look, shoot him down. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know where we go. We got to lock Tarka up. And like Michael said, we essentially just made first contact. Like, there's, whether we want to say so or not, that's first contact. That's it. So we don't get another opportunity to be like, my bad, I'm sorry, something like that. That's it. We have now committed an act of violence, of war. Geeky Andre says, I still think Tarka might be involved in some way with whatever is on the other side. Yeah, like I don't know what it is, but I don't trust him. I don't trust that I'm trying to go home story at all. And for him to know so much about it would definitely lend to your comment, Geeky Andre, of yeah, he knows what's on the other side. He's worked with it, or he's developed it, or he's been part of the team that made it, or something like that. Stress-Free K says Tarka should be in log irons with 2 black eyes next time we see him. Yo, I'm gonna be honest. They need to lock him up like they locked up Laurel in season 1. Like put him in that little room and don't let him out. You know what I'm saying? Leg irons. All right, cool, got you. But put him in that little room. Don't let him out. And actually, you know what? Put the irons on him too, because he always doing technological stuff. No, you need to put them things where like it's like mittens for kids or something, but it's like for jail and you can't use your hands because he's gonna be pressing stuff and like doing computer stuff. Nah, you need to like cover his hands and put them together so he can't do nothing but pray. All right, that's it. All right, because look, I'm about tired of him. I am tired of his lies, and he's dangerous. He's a danger to himself and the Federation. And now seeing what he's done, I think we see a very different book in the next episode. A very different one. Like kind of on some, babe, look, you know where I was. I was down. You know we've always been cool. You know I was even willing to do this whole thing with the week. Tarka, and I think her understanding, like, yo, I understand what grief does. Like, your whole planet is gone. Everything you've known from, I don't know, your youth to whenever he left, you know, everything is destroyed because of this thing. So I get it. But I think Tarka's done. I think he's finished. And whatever relationship he had with the Admiral, done. You know what I'm saying? It's finito, mate. Andre says, if Book finds out Tarka had anything to do with the device that destroyed his homeworld, he's gonna kill. Yeah, I can see that. Either that or he's going to be very close to it, and Michael might, you know, might talk him down. But yeah, I can see if we find out that Tarka has something to do with that device, Book, or either one of those scenes where he's punching him like 100 times and like Saru has to pull him off. You know, kind of like in New Jack City when Dutta Man had to pull Nino back. He was like, Nino! Like he might have to do one of them joints and kind of pull him back, be like, come on, Book, come on. You can't kill the man. You can't fight a street fighter fight. Only what we can sell. Oh man. But yeah, Stress Free K says he need to be locked down, Hannibal Lecter style, for sure. With that said, man, I am locked in for the rest of the show. I think we got 4 episodes left? 3, 4. I think we got 4 episodes left. So it's about to get hot, y'all. It's about to get real hot, and I'm excited. I'm excited for one of the best finales this year. I'm putting the gauntlet down. Season 2. Season 2's finale was the best finale of that year. Season 3 wasn't as hype because they had to set up things for the beginning of the Federation and coming into season 4. But I think this finale, flames, yo, flames. Man, but yeah, Saru. Yeah, we talked to. I talked about Saru probably a little bit before you got in. But yeah, Saru, I approve, man. Look, get you a woman, get you a good woman. Go on and settle down, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no need to be playing. Look, all right, I got news for Saru. I got some lessons for Saru and all the other brothers out here. Cause I'm uncle status. Let me give you some advice what was given to me. Have you been fishing before? Or do you know what fishing is? Do you know how to fish? Have you seen people fishing? You know you can't catch them all. So why even try? Just get enough for you. Get that good woman. That's enough for you. You don't need to have every woman out there. It's not even important. It's no purpose to even try to find it. Find you that one good woman. That good woman for you. Go and live your life, brother. That's what Saru got to do. Saru done found that good woman. All right, and she found a good man in him. And I'm like, y'all go on, y'all go forth. You know what I'm saying? That's what make me proud. Man, Saru is making me proud. So, Stress Free K says Michelle Paradise says 10C is going to be something we've never seen before. You know what? I'm down for it too. Because at first I was wondering if we were going to get something maybe like a reference to, you know, the original show or maybe a reference to one of the movies or something like that. But I'm definitely leaning towards it's going to be something brand new. And then with a statement like that, then that just kind of like solidifies it. Like this is going to be something brand new, which I'm definitely down for. I'm always down for some brand new. Take those chances, shoot those shots, swing for the fences, make good television, yo. Or make good stuff in general. I'm hyped. I'm ready for the show. So guys, holler at me. I'm gonna holler at you. Down in the comments, let's talk Star Trek Discovery. Show is good, man. The show is one of the best shows popping right now, for real. On the low though, like people don't know about Star Trek Discovery. Star Trek Discovery also has its share of unfounded. Well, no, it's founded. We know what the hatred is based in, but that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother like hour and a half show. And I ain't gonna keep y'all. It's Sunday, man. Go take a nap. Go chill at the park or something. Ride around, enjoy yourself, man. Tell your other friend. Go talk with your other friends about Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? So, NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those places, hit that thumbs up. If you like what you see, hit that thumbs down. If you like, I hate you and Star Trek. You know what I'm saying? We got podcasts for listening. We everywhere. If you want to get your talk on from Facebook to TikTok, I got you. And until next time, Andre says, real quick, last comment. Andre says, I hope 10C is so advanced that what they have seems like magic. Shoot, they dang near there now. But yeah, I'm down with that. I'm definitely down with that. So, of course, until next time, I'm gonna leave y'all with some Black comics. Most recently, as far as Black comics, I have picked up volume 3 of. Yeah. You see, the co-host got a. Can I help you?
Can I help?
No, I'm fine. Is there anything you want to say to the people? Oh man. So shouts out to Black Comics. Most recently, I'm into Tuskegee Airs, Pac Samson, Bitterroot, and Crescent City Monsters. That's what I'm into right now. Some great reads. Check them out. You know what I'm saying? Some all ages stuff, some older stuff. Check it out. It's definitely worth it. And this November, get your wallets ready because there's a collected edition of the first 5 issues of Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer. So check that out too. It's definitely worth your time. So with that said, from us to you, we're going to hit y'all with some Black comics. And of course, we out. Say peace. Love all y'all. We out.
on, let's go, finish him off. If you can't do it, then maybe you should let someone who can.